What's going on, guys? It's Troydan here. And today, we've got streamers who got caught gooning. That's gotta be an awful thing, first off. I mean, just punching your rabbit and then damn your camera's on or something. How does that happen? Did they whip it out? They can't control themselves? I have not seen this. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know.
These are the times when streamers got caught gooning. Starting off with the streamer Cenat. Cenat's gooning moment happened during a stream where it appeared he was receiving a sexual favor. What? Specifically, what many viewers believed looked like a hand job while still live on camera.
Wait, hold on a second! That's not gooning! Is it? I thought gooning was when you do it to yourself. If like someone else is doing it for you, that's like a party favor or something. I don't know if this qualifies.
Push her off to keep his composure.
Let me explain what I bring to the table.
No.
How about that? Stop posting your money. Stop posting your car. Stop posting your house. Go on there and post your personality. Show me how funny you are. Show me how, you know what I'm saying? How
That's
nice
rich
you
coming
are.
from someone with a BBL sword.
And I take you to Arby's and you're like, we done. That's all. You want to learn my personality, and then I take you to Arby's and we done.
I don't know what's going on right now.
When the girl was later asked what was happening, she didn't even bother to deny it. What shocked people even more was that Twitch didn't take any action.
Wait, hold on a
no
freaking moment. What possessed you to play with that man's raw ding-a-ling in front of 76 people? Oh, 76,000 people. The emotes, does that, I don't even understand what those emotes mean. Moni face? Devil face? Ha face?
Twitch didn't take any action. No ban, no suspension, nothing.
Wait, this
was
is real?
especially concerning considering a huge portion of Kai's audience is made up of kids. Now, the next case, Atriarch, real name Brandon Ewing, a well-known Twitch creator and former NVIDIA marketing manager who built his reputation on being smart, funny, and relatable. Best friends with Ludwig and part of that tight-knit circle of respected streamers. Atriarch got caught gooning in one of the most unexpected and career-damaging ways imaginable. He was live on Twitch, doing a normal stream, chatting, showing things on his desktop, nothing out of the ordinary. But for just a split second, a single tab flashed across his screen.
Syndicate took a serious blow.
What time is it where I am?
What happened?
What time is it where I am?
It was open to a deepfake adult site featuring explicit, non-consensual videos of popular female streamers, including some of his own friends and colleagues like QT Cinderella and Pokimane. The frame lasted less than a second.
Wait, is this the dude that was making deep fakes of those two girls? I heard about. This is the guy. Hold on, go back a second. Go back further.
Popular female streamers.
Oh, that's the worst. Alt tab. Look at all that stuff he's got open. Uber Eats. What else has he got? Oh, they got the thing blurred out. Oh, God.
Including some of his own friends and colleagues
Horny
like
bastard.
QT Cinderella and Pokimane. The frame lasted less than a second, but the internet caught it instantly.
If you don't want the technical jargon, here's the blunt version. A site had videos where the actual faces of popular female streamers were digitally grafted onto adult content. Deepfakes steal likenesses without consent. They're ugly, illegal in spirit, and they ruin lives when they leak into public view.
Atriarch, at the time closely tied to big creators like Ludwig and social circles that included QT Cinderella, suddenly had the worst possible thing tied to his name. When he finally showed up on stream to apologize, it was raw and messy, and he had his wife with him. He said,
I'm embarrassed. I'm angry at myself. I feel so fucking stupid. Before I go into the apology,
You horny fuck!
well, whether the exact phrasing
Sorry, I don't know what's going on with me. He made an apology to whacking it, bro? Come on!
sounded odd or
With his
not,
wife?
the emotion was real. He admitted to accessing the site one time while his wife was out of town and claimed he purchased access the same day the tab leaked, then forgot to close it.
everyone here probably knows what's going on. I want to say, first of all, that it's true. It's 100% true. I looked at a deep fake porn video before I go into the apology, because I think it feels weird if you use a butt later. I just want to say a couple facts. I don't know if I should include this or not, but I have the receipt thing right here. This is from the exact same day that fucking clip is from.
You
All
paid
right?
for it? That's even worse. You paid? Oh my god.
There's no pattern of behavior. It's not months and months and months. It was just one video on the same day.
Yeah,
and I
where's
just
my
stupidly
cat?
left the fucking tab open. And it was at 2 a.m. on the night before when Ari was out of town. So
QT Cinderella publicly said their relationship was irreparable.
The platform and the wildfire that it spread is just like, it feels so unrepairable at this point.
She felt personally violated by the content.
I think
and
she
the fact
should. You put so he got a porn star and put her face on it and started that just happened one time. Where's my cap? There's no way
that it involved people close to her. After the leak, Atriarch didn't play the deny everything game. He stepped up. He publicly donated over $100,000 to fight deepfake sites, spent money and time taking them down, and claimed to have helped remove hundreds of them. From a PR perspective, that's the kind of corrective action teams preach about. Accountability plus remediation. From a human perspective, donating real cash and lobbying for takedowns is the minimum you can do when your mistake contributes to harm. Now, flip the script to DSP. Darkside Phil, or DSP for short, is a longtime internet personality and gaming streamer.
Right? Just show me a picture of that, like 10 people, and if he's one of them, I'd say that's the gooner. Look at, he's got goon hands.
Known primarily for his presence on platforms like YouTube and Twitch. He's been active in the gaming and streaming world for over a decade, becoming a staple of the Let's Play scene. DSP initially gained popularity in the mid-2000s with his walkthroughs and commentary on video games, particularly ones like Street Fighter and the Elder Scrolls series. Now, DSP was live years ago, setting up what he thought was just another pre-stream. He believed the broadcast hadn't started yet, casually sitting at his desk, totally unaware that his camera was rolling. Then it happened. In full view of his live audience, he started pleasuring himself, completely unaware that hundreds of viewers were already watching. Seconds later, he looked up, realized the camera was on, froze, and muttered,
"Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know."
Within hours, clips were circulating everywhere.
Hold on,
YouTube,
dude. Wait, he didn't jack anything bad, did he? He didn't like put someone's face on someone else's. He's just having a session. He just got the crossfire.
Reddit, Twitter, with thousands of people in disbelief. It wasn't just shocking, it was absurdly awkward. For DSP, the damage compounded in a different way. In the aftermath, he tried to laugh it off, calling it an honest mistake, and saying he thought the stream hadn't started. Technically, he wasn't lying. It really was an accident. But that didn't matter. The internet isn't known for empathy. The clip spread faster than any of his gaming content ever did, and his name became a punchline across forums and reaction channels. Nowadays, he struggles to even get a decent number of views, though that could also be because of the dead games he plays. DSP really fell off. Next up, we have Vaush. The Vaush incident started like any normal stream. Casual, laid back, him browsing.
That's a gooner, boys. Come on, bro. They all look the same.
And chatting with his audience. He's a political commentator known for long debates, deep discussions, and sharp takes. But during one of his streams, while sharing his screen, he opened a folder on his desktop. For a second, everything seemed fine, until chat noticed what was inside.
What was inside?
See, this is an example of the kind of structure that I'm referring to.
Among the thumbnails were explicit images, and some of them weren't just normal adult content. They appeared to be questionable. Drawn, stylized images that people immediately recognized as being tied to an artist known for lolicon material, including underage-looking characters. One folder title in particular, something about horses, made the situation spiral even further.
He was looking at horse porn?
Internet moved at lightning speed. Within minutes, screenshots of his desktop were everywhere. Reddit threads, Twitter posts, YouTube reactions, all dissecting every inch of that folder preview. People labeled it the horse folder incident, and it instantly became a viral talking point. For someone who had built his career talking about morality, power dynamics, and social justice, this was the last kind of exposure anyone expected. When Vaush realized what had happened, he addressed it immediately in a follow-up stream. His tone was defensive but calm, trying to contextualize everything. He admitted that yes, those files were real, but he claimed he hadn't known who the artist was or what their art represented.
By the next day, I had learned from what felt like the entire goddamn internet that two of the images in my folder preview window were actually from a well-known lolicon artist, and therefore definitely intended to be lolly shit, which has to be the worst possible way to find out about that sort of thing. Now,
he explained that the
horse?
folder contained a mix of adult artwork he'd saved over time and said he hadn't realized a few images came from a controversial source.
Obviously, the accusation here isn't just that I had those images saved. That part's true, not really an accusation, but also that I must have known that they were lolicon and saved them because they were lolicon. Now, the obvious and predictable but nonetheless true response from me is that no, I didn't know that, and that must not have been the impression I got from those two drawings, because if I had gotten that impression, then I wouldn't have saved them. You know,
he insisted he didn't support that kind of material and that it was a case of inattentive browsing, not deliberate behavior. Now, in streamer terms, that excuse doesn't land clean. You don't accidentally keep an entire folder of NSFW content with categories like that. But here's the complicated part. Some people believed him, not because of the folder, but because his core audience already saw him as a left-leaning debater who spoke often about morality, art, and context. They already had a mental model of him as philosophical. So when he leaned on that angle, his fans gave him room. His response video actually had a positive like to dislike ratio, which is wild considering the context. After the dust settled, Vaush didn't lose everything. His numbers dropped, but he slowly regained momentum. People debated it to death. Some left, some stayed. And a few months later, he was pulling similar view counts again. Now let's move to Rakkeye. This one's different because instead of getting exposed accidentally, he basically exposed himself.
Dude, so that guy, was he jacking it to pictures of horses? There's a part of the internet that I clearly am not aware of.
His private Twitter Goon account leaked, and instead of denying it, he went live and owned it.
Gooner. Oh my gosh. Okay, so chat, listen.
Is this a kid?
You caught me. Yes, I beat my meat. Yes. Chat, everybody, hold on, listen. Chat, listen. Everybody in the world has like a separate Twitter account where it's mad like that. You get what I'm saying?
What?
Yes, I beat my meat. Hey chat, by the way, chat, that account been hacked.
His tone was defensive but comedic, half joking, half serious. He said the account had been hacked, then said it was old, then admitted he used it. What made this so interesting wasn't just the confession, it was how casual he was about it. He talked about it like it was something to be proud of, like everyone does it. He made jokes mid-stream, laughed, and turned it into a meme with his chat. By the way, I made a video about how spoiled Rakkeye is getting, so go check it out, guys.
What?
Then there's IShowSpeed. His situation was tame compared to the others, but still blew up because of who he is. He was live typing something into Google, and after typing H and O, the autofill finished his thought: how to have sex in cyberpunk. That's it. No clips, no leaks, no folders, just one autofill. But the internet ran with it. Drama Alert reported it, Twitter turned it into a meme, people joked that he was caught gooning live. Speed's entire career runs on shock, noise, and spontaneity. His audience doesn't care about scandals because his brand is chaos. That's an important dynamic. The bigger your brand's identity as unpredictable, the more you can survive unpredictable events. And Speed did survive. Next up, we have Sketch. The Sketch incident hit the internet.
Sorry.
That like a wave no one saw coming. Sketch, the YouTuber known for clean humor, upbeat energy, and family-friendly content, was one of those creators people thought could do no wrong. His channel was full of lighthearted skits, gaming, and jokes that appealed to kids, teens, and parents alike. He built an image that was spotless. No controversies, no scandals,
leave him alone,
just
man.
good vibes
leave
and
Sketch alone.
consistency. That's why when the news broke about his old OnlyFans account, the shock hit harder than anyone.
Listen, we've all had to make money at some point in our lives, okay? This isn't him getting caught gooning. This is completely different.
Expected. It started with screenshots circulating online. Someone dug up archived posts linking Sketch to an old OnlyFans profile, showing adult content he had allegedly made years before his rise on YouTube. Within hours, people started debating if it was really him. The evidence lined up: usernames, old photos, timestamps. And when people realized it was legit, the conversation flipped from disbelief to outrage. Fans felt betrayed. The comment sections were flooded with messages like, "I can't believe this. He lied lied to us, and he's supposed to be family friendly. But the truth is, Sketch never lied. He just never talked about it. He had a past, like everyone else, and that past happened to include something people weren't ready to associate with their safe creator.
What really burned, though, was how fast brands reacted. Companies dropped him, collaborations disappeared, and YouTube channels that once promoted his content started deleting playlists. It was a domino effect, driven by optics, not facts. And that's the dangerous part of the influencer economy. Your livelihood isn't just built on views, it's built on perception. Sketch responded.
So, okay, I'll start from the top. Look at this, open and honest. That was me. That was me. It's okay, though. I will tell you what. Okay.
He posted a statement saying he was young and dumb back then, that he'd grown, and that his content now reflected who he wanted to be.
I will tell you what. Okay. 2 years ago, I did some stuff. I'm sorry if you've seen some of the stuff. You know, I'm a changed person.
It was short, almost minimal. No tears, no theatrics, just a line drawn between then and now. Some fans stayed, some left, and soon the story shifted from outrage to discussion.
If you made it this far, you already know what...
we're done on that one. Every streamer got caught. Some of these aren't... Well, some of them are. Some of them are got caught gooning. Some of them are not. I don't know. Especially the last one. It really didn't get caught gooning. Well, I guess maybe he was gooning in the... You know what? Semitics. I don't know. Every streamer got caught gooning. Let me know what you think. Actually, don't let me know what you think. But if you got a video like for me to watch or react to, post in my Discord. Thank you for watching. And kids, stay out of trouble.